There's a moment in every story when everything starts to unravel, not with a bang, but with a strange, awkward Instagram video. Meghan Markle's name is trending again, not because of a royal scandal, not because of a new Netflix deal, but because of a video so bizarre, so painfully off-tone, that it might have triggered the final collapse of her already fragile public image. One moment she's dancing in a hospital room, laughing, twerking, vibing to lyrics about being a baby mama. The next, she's at the center of a media firestorm. Studios are backing away. Executives are panicking. Fans are abandoning ship. And Meghan? She's still smiling as the house burns behind her. It started with what was supposed to be a relatable moment, an Instagram video she likely thought would be empowering, funny, humanizing. Instead, it landed like a brick. Meghan Markle, dancing in what appeared to be a hospital room, visibly pregnant, moving awkwardly to music meant to celebrate motherhood. But it wasn't the celebration people remembered. It was the strange energy, the forced smiles, the baby bump that kept shifting angles in ways that didn't quite add up. Within minutes, the clip spread like wildfire. Not because people were inspired, but because they were confused, uncomfortable, and in many cases, furious. Reactions flooded in. This isn't funny. What did I just watch? Is this a parody? It wasn't just the typical trolls either. Verified accounts, pop culture bloggers, even journalists started weighing in. What was supposed to be Meghan's "I'm still here" moment became a massive PR disaster. And then came the deeper questions. Why did it feel so off? Why did the bump shift? Was this even real? Suddenly, Meghan Markle wasn't trending as a public figure. She was trending as a punchline. Behind closed doors, the panic was instant. At Netflix, where Meghan and Harry had secured a high-profile content deal, the fallout was immediate. Greg Peters, co-CEO, reportedly furious. Ted Sarandos, usually her biggest defender, suddenly silent. Even Paramount, once rumored to be exploring future projects with Meghan, completely cut ties. Other studios started ghosting her altogether. Meetings were canceled, emails unanswered. In less than 48 hours, Meghan Markle went from marketable to radioactive. The entertainment industry can tolerate scandal. It cannot tolerate embarrassment. And then came the bump. Screenshots went viral. Slow motion analysis, TikToks pointing out inconsistencies in size, shape, even bounce. Some users swore it was a fake. Others believed it was real but badly staged. Theories ranged from medical to theatrical. Was she trying to make a statement? Was it a metaphor, a stunt? Whatever it was, the damage was done. The internet had seen enough to stop believing. And once your authenticity is in question, once people start doubting anything about you, there's no quick recovery. Most celebrities would have gone silent. Issued a quick, "Oops, let the storm pass." Not Meghan. She doubled down. Released a statement claiming the video was a celebration of motherhood, a chance to show that having children doesn't erase your identity, that she was still funny, still fun, still relatable. But here's the thing, no one found it relatable. Her audience wasn't looking for another polished monologue, they were looking for sincerity, and that's the one thing the video lacked. Even her supporters started pulling away. Accounts that once flooded timelines with "Yas Queen" gifs and inspirational Meghan quotes went quiet. Some deleted old posts. Others unfollowed her entirely. Her own community was vanishing. And on social media, the tone shifted. From admiration to exhaustion. From "we believe you" to "please stop." Inside Netflix, the board was divided. Greg Peters reportedly urged them to cut their losses. He wanted out. He saw season 2 of With Love Meghan as a financial and reputational risk. Test screenings were abysmal. Audiences called it hollow, preachy, even unwatchable. Yet somehow Meghan was still lobbying for season 3, even before the second one aired. Whispers started circulating. Was she leveraging some personal relationship with Netflix execs? Was there more to her ties with Ted Sarandos than just business? No proof, just rumors, but enough to stir suspicion. Meanwhile, calls stopped coming in. Disney, MTV, Hulu, studios Meghan had previously pitched to started passing without even giving feedback. She had officially become a professional risk, not because she said the wrong thing, but because everything she said now sounded wrong. She had lost the room. And in Hollywood, when the room goes quiet, the deal dies with it. Then came the podcast, a solo monologue. No interviewer, no pushback, just Meghan talking for nearly an hour. At one point, she referred to herself in the third person. The world hasn't seen the real Meghan yet. The internet lost it. Critics called it delusional, fans called it desperate. Everyone else, they just turned it off. Instead of humanizing herself, she turned herself into a caricature, someone so obsessed with being heard that she forgot to listen. Late-night comedians began using her as a punchline. Former allies in the media stopped defending her. Even former palace staff, people who once stayed silent, started speaking up about alleged bullying, crying assistants, and diva behavior. No one was scared anymore because Meghan wasn't untouchable anymore. And that's when the tide truly turned. She wasn't being silenced. She was being ignored, and there's a big difference. With love, Meghan. Season 2 is now quietly approaching release. No promo tour, no billboards, just hesitation. Netflix looks like it's holding its breath, bracing for another backlash. And Meghan? She's still pitching herself. Still branding, still posting, but the views are shrinking. The engagement is fading, and the applause, gone. What we're watching now isn't a controversy. It's a quiet collapse, a slow-motion unraveling of someone who mistook attention for admiration and performance for authenticity. Sometimes the downfall isn't loud. It's when the spotlight moves on and nobody follows you into the dark. And that might be exactly where Meghan Markle is headed.